Hi there, this is Dianne Hanks, and I have a very special, tender makeover session today, and I also would like your input. It has come to my attention that somehow during the holidays, as we are finding ourselves deep in the holidays, that there seems to be a pronounced magnification of the blues and sorrows. And I just received word that one of my dear friends' husbands passed away, and he was 50 years old, very, very young to be passing away already. And others that I know that are getting divorced. And a few years ago, I was in that situation, and I faced the holidays, my first time alone, and I was thinking, if you have people in your life that are, you don't know what to do for them this time of year, what would you put in a special divorce recovery gift basket? And having been there, I made a little list of things that you could put in this little basket. And they may seem like a little bit silly, but I've asked for a little bit of input from some of you, and I did get some recommendations. So if there's anything else that you would put in this gift basket, I want to add it in this little more info box. So on this particular issue, I want to talk about a special gift basket for divorce recovery makeover. Sometimes we're just left to fend for ourselves. Some people have been through it 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times, and some people it's the first time in ages. For me, I was married nearly 18 years, and I never ever intended to get divorced. It was completely unexpected. And because it was unexpected, I had never prepared for such a thing, and I just didn't know what I was facing. And so part of this whole process of developing makeover sessions and my Alice in Wonderland video about my own transformation after being leveled, which I call that like at the bottom of the white rabbit's hole, is understanding that once you hit there and you cry in your river of tears, that the real adventure of life doesn't really begin until you get up and you start moving again. But there is a time and there's a season for grieving, and for some reason the holidays bring out the tenderness in our hearts. So, having been there, let me give you a few little things that might be helpful in a little gift basket for somebody that may be hurting at this time of year. Excuse me. Boxes of tissues do come in handy. Tears do flow freely, and they should. Crying is a very, very helpful cleansing thing. It helps to remove many of the emotions and the toxins, and sometimes people don't know what to do with people who cry, but it's okay. You just need to cry anyway. It's our body's way to release some of these things. Let it go. Don't try to suppress it. Just let them flow. I sometimes days will go by and I'm crying every single day, and now I'm getting to the point where I can sort of limit it to when I'm in the bath. I don't have to redo my mascara. But that's been a gift of, time passing. In the beginning, I couldn't stop crying. So tissues is a very good thing. Also, in your bed, if you're used to sleeping with somebody and then suddenly you find yourself alone, I remember I was just freezing. I was so cold, and my ecclesiastical leader at my church suggested that I get an electric blanket. And I thought, I never thought about an electric blanket. That's a great thing, So I'd tuck a little electric blanket in there. Also, there's a book. It's called Rebuilding When Your Relationship Ends. And I don't have that handy here, but I will put a resource to that. Somebody shared that with me, and that is one of the things that I want to continue with in a special series about a divorce recovery that has been requested through several of my subscribers. And it takes a sort of a step-by-step process in the phases of healing, and starting with sort of like disbelief and then anger, and then finally till you get to where you feel so happy that you're just whole and free and wonderful. And there are many people are always surprised sometimes by my positive attitude even in the muck of life, but I find that there are things to be grateful for anyway, and beautiful flowers and delicious food, and also being touched. So like, sending somebody flowers, or getting them a gift certificate, or bringing over some food, healthy food, maybe a massage. I think one of the interesting things is that we need to be touched, and I don't mean in sexual ways, I just mean human contact, and I have talked about that in one of my interviews before, and I'll put a link to that also in the more info box. But a massage is a really great thing that will help you to get in touch with the releasing of different kinds of toxins let up in your body too. And getting rest. A little sleep mask. I want to do a special makeover just about getting sleep, because that's not just for people who are going through a divorce. That's for everybody. Sleep is a huge phenomenon going around in the United States. And also music. If you have some special, selective, music that you think would be helpful, or that helped you when you were going through your divorce, that would be great too. I remember how odd it was to. I just remember how foreign and how odd it felt to realize that that I was not married anymore. And I know the greater population of, at least America, is now divorced too. I think it's up in the 65%. And that to me is just, it just boggles my mind. But of course, now that some time has passed, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the growth that I have encountered. I'm grateful for the opportunity to develop myself and to learn how to give my gifts to other people as they are where I once was. That finding your voice, finding your light, that you can recognize in others some pain that you once felt, but you can take it and be a blessing to that person. And learning about forgiveness. And I'll do another segment just on forgiveness. That's coming soon. But none of these things are easy. None of these things are easy. And our travail in, this life is just not easy. But we can get through it. We can be happy. We can help each other. And we can be thoughtful and help bolster each other's spirits and to be there for each other. So on this special makeover session, I just wanted to do a quick little review. I wanted to talk about a little divorce recovery gift basket, if this is something that you are encountering this holiday season. I do thank you for joining me. I'm Dianne Hanks.